A proposed California Senate bill has raised some debate after the San Luis Obispo County District Attorney started a Facebook poll to get community feedback. KSBY News reporter Michael Torres is live in San Luis Obispo. Michael, what is the bill about?
Well, Karina, the California legislature is considering a bill that would allow convicted felons who aren't currently in prison or jail to serve on juries. Now, with already over 440 votes on this poll, the debate here has begun. San Luis Obispo District Attorney Dan Dow brought up an interesting topic when he created a Facebook poll about SB 310. The proposed bill aimed at criminal justice reform would allow convicted felons to be selected as members of a jury. While Dow is supportive of criminal justice reform, he's hesitant about this bill.
Do we want people that are convicted of sexual offenses to be serving on a jury where maybe there's a charged sex offense? Do we want people that are registered sex offenders sitting on our jury pools?
Out of the more than 430 people who have weighed in on Dow's poll, 97% of them do say no to having convicted felons joining a jury. But defense attorney Trace Milan believes felons have to be given a chance to succeed once back in society.
We tell ourselves and we tell the world that we're the freest people on earth, who are governed by the fairest and most just system of government on earth. And either that's true and you can be convicted and pay your debt to society and then rejoin society, or we're lying to ourselves.
Now, in most cases, attorneys on both sides have about 10 preemptory challenges where they can object to a proposed juror without needing to give a reason. Dow questions the effect this bill could have on juries, as felons could now have to be accounted for.
It will mean that perhaps there'll be more people sitting on juries that we don't feel are best for the case, but we don't have a legal objection because the law doesn't provide for that anymore.
Milan doesn't see this to be an issue.
Either every felony conviction is a life sentence and you really don't ever get your life back, or we are a society where you can serve your debt to society and then reintegrate.
Dow says the purpose of the poll is to make sure people in the community are aware and also to give them a chance to voice their concerns or opinions with state leaders, no matter if they voted yes or no. Live and local in San Luis Obispo, Michael Torres, KSBY News.
Michael, thank you. The Senate Judiciary Committee is the next group set to vote on the proposed bill.